Hi, my name's Lisa. Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to talk about today about jealous people. Jealous people will ruin your life, or they'll try to. They can't really, but in my experience, I've just had a lot of work experiences where people were very manipulative and conniving and jealous and wanted me out. And in some cases, I just left. In other cases, I stuck it out and fought. But basically, I just want to talk about jealous beaches. Coworkers, neighbors, even family sometimes. If you want to succeed in life, you have to keep your life to yourself. This is Puppy. This is my puppy cat. She's decided to join the conversation. Oh, am I not giving enough attention to you? No. So yeah, you need to keep your life to yourself. Manipulative people who are jealous will ask you so many questions about yourself and your personal life, your beliefs, anything they can to find out more about you. Not because they think you're interesting or cool, but to use that against you and to use that information, excuse me, against you. Oh, Kermit the Frog came out. They'll twist your words and circumstances. They'll take one small thing and turn it around just enough to make you look really bad. Yeah, there was a situation once where because by trade I've been a dog groomer for the last 20 years. And I was given a piece of equipment that had been sharpened to give back to a groomer, and I gently put it in her drawer, wrapped with the receipt. Next thing I know, next day that I come in, there's heavy duty locks on everything, and all of a sudden they're calling me a thief. And I'm like, all I did was return a blade. In that situation, there were too many people that were against me to really fight it, to make it worth it. And I had just gotten the job, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I just left. Because I mean, obviously that was just such a super overreaction to me returning a blade that was sharpened. Like, it was given to me by the sharpener to give to her, and I put it in her drawer, and oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm a thief and they have to put locks on absolutely everything in the store. And then actually too, that day that I came back and found the locks, there was a large tip sitting out for another groomer, and the receptionist took it and of course blamed me. So I just said, yeah, I'm good. These people are crazy. If and the thing is that I was keeping to myself. There was an instance where I had a low blood sugar incident and I had to run to the grocery store next door and grab a muffin. But they acted like I was play acting or something and trying to get attention for myself. And I mean, it was just so strange. It was just such a weird place. Like, when women all get together in one place and work together in one place without a single strong man around to regulate things, and I hate to say this, but it's true, they get so catty and manipulative and just irrational, just so irrational. Like I'm gonna fake dying, or half dying. It's people are so ridiculous. So yeah, that that situation, they had labeled me a thief, and I was like, you know what? I'm just out. But you can't tell people anything about yourself. You can't tell people anything about your personal life. You can't tell people anything about your spouse. I've had that used against me, or tried to be used against me. They tried to say that he wasn't as nice as I said he was. Like, I don't know what these people, I don't know what they want. But, yeah, yeah, and when that low diabetic incident happened, I had 2 employees in my face screaming at me about how having a muffin was bad for me because I'm diabetic. I'm like, at this point, I would rather be an alive diabetic than a dead one. So shut up, back the fuck up, and let me have my muffin. Which, I was in such a bad shape with the low blood sugar that I was losing eyesight periodically. Like, I would blink and everything would be black. I would blink and it would be back to normal. Like, that's how bad I was, getting ready to pass out, and these people are standing in my face, like, screaming at me about how I shouldn't be eating a muffin. So there's some crazy people out there. I don't know if I'm the only one that comes in contact with these people. Please let me know in the comments what your experiences have been at work with people being weird. But I come in contact with some crazy manipulative people. And I used to go, oh, it's got to be me. Because every time I turn around, this is happening. But I have this ability to step back and look objectively at situations and say, okay, this is what I did wrong. How did this contribute to this? And in most cases, I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't be doing other than sharing too much information. Like, if I didn't let people know, if I wasn't an open flipping book, then people wouldn't have information to use against me or to manipulate, switch around and change and use against me, because that's basically what happens every single time. So many crazy situations. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong diary page. Just, people are shallow, immature. Mostly, I'm talking about women mostly. Shallow, immature, although beta males can totally get in on it too, and they just love it. I had a boss one time who, I didn't know this, but he was attracted to me. I was just doing my job, and I thought it would be inappropriate. I wasn't attracted to my boss, but I thought that would be highly inappropriate, so it never even occurred to me. Well, these women kept trying to say things. Oh, she doesn't pull ear hair. She just shaves it. No, I do both. I shave the ear hair and I pull it. You know, they were trying to say, what else? Oh, that was the situation where they kept trying to say things about me, and I was like, no, that's not true. Because the boss would take me aside privately and ask me if these things were true, and I'd say, no, this is what I do, and then I'd show him exactly what I do. So that didn't work. So come to find out, this one groomer was a practicing witch, and she came in one day with some gifts for everybody, these little candles that we should light when we get home. I threw mine out. I threw mine in the garbage like before I even got to my house, because you could see that there were little herbs and trinkets inside the candle, and she told us that she handmade them. So me putting 2 and 2 together, that she's saying that she's a self-professed witch and she made these candles, I was like, you're not gonna perform any ritual in my name at all. I'm not going to have that happen. So I threw those out right away, and that didn't work, and that pissed her off. But she kept trying. She just kept trying every little thing that she could. Like, I had a UTI one time, and she just sat there trying to call me dirty. And I was like, I'm diabetic. Sometimes this happens when you're diabetic. I'm not dirty. And had me go that it was really, they did absolutely everything they could to get me out of there. And then she went on vacation, and her dogs were referred to me to cover. And I groomed her dogs, and none of her people wanted her back. Like, some of them knew, some of them didn't know. The ones that didn't know said, oh, whatever you did last time was just amazing. We just loved it. That was the best groom she's ever had. And then the people that did know were like, we want Lisa. We want Lisa to groom our dogs from now on. Well, that really pissed her off. So she was in it to win it, as I say. She was ready to get me out of there. So she just pulled all sorts of tricks. And then she found somebody to come in to replace me so that the boss would have enough people to groom dogs. And this person put the moves on the boss. So him being a man, he fell for it, and he fired me for asking if a certain pair of clippers were mine because I had lost some at the salon. And I was like, are these my clippers? And he's like, you know what? You're fired. I'm like, what? That does, like, are what? I was in the middle of dyeing my dog's tail and ears. He was a super cute buddy. And he just wouldn't give me an excuse. He said, this is Nevada. We don't have to give you an excuse. Get out. So, yeah, I packed up all my things, including the clippers that I asked were mine. If they were mine, I'm like, at this point, I don't care. Screw you. But they were mine. And I took my dog, who was still in the foil from the dye, and I had to rinse him out at home. But yeah, I was out of there, because when somebody doesn't want you around, they don't want you around. There's nothing you can do to change their mind. And it doesn't matter how much money you bring in for them. You know, if drama is a priority in their lives, they're going to go with the drama all the time. So just don't tell anybody anything. Don't tell anybody your personal life. Don't tell anybody who you're dating, who you're seeing, what they're like. Let me see. Oh, yeah. One thing that they tend to do, women, when they gang up on somebody is they'll go outside and powwow. And then when they come in, they'll say something like, so we're on the same page, right? Are we on the same page? Because, you know, I must be an idiot. Yeah, I can't figure out what they're doing. And then the next day, something crazy happens. Like, one time when that happened, we're on the same page, right? We're all on the same page. And I'd say, what page is that? What page are you on? Well, the next day after they said that in that particular salon, they just started screaming at me out of nowhere. Like, I was washing a dog. I came back in. They were talking about me. I said, I'm standing right here. If you have something to say about me, just say it. And everybody just blew up screaming and crying. Like, from 0 to 900 in 2 seconds. And I'm like, what the frick is going on? So I finished my dog as much as I could because these people were carrying on behind me, just being asses. So I finished him as best I could, filled out my paperwork for the week, saying what dogs I had done and what my hours were. Packed up my things. And before I got done packing up my things, the boss showed up, and she's all in a hussy or whatever you call it. She wasn't a hussy, but she was in a tizzy, I guess. And she just was like, what's going on? Is there something going on here? What's going on? I said, you'll have to ask those miserable bitches back there. I don't even know. I just came out to them talking about me, and I told them I'm standing right here if you want to say something to me. And all this stuff ensued. These 3 women were in the back room shaking and cowering in a huddle like I had threatened them. So I don't know what they had told the boss, but I went back there to turn in my timesheet, and I just started laughing. I'm like, are you serious? Wow. Just, they were in a huddle. Like, they were all afraid of me. Like, I had threatened them with something. And I was just like, no, I'm just out, I'm not going to sit here and be a part of this manipulation or whatever is going on here, because I still don't even know what was going on there, why these people were so angry with me about. I mean, I do know because, and I'm not trying to hype myself up because I think I'm all that, but I am a good dog groomer. I always have been. I groom cats too. I've always been good at my job. And every single time somebody's dogs are, like, somebody goes on vacation and they refer their dogs to have me cover while they're on vacation, they don't get them back. And I'm not trying to steal anybody's dogs. I'm just doing the best job I know how to do every single time without fail. That's it. I'm not going out there trying to do anything nefarious. I don't need any more animals to groom. That's, there's plenty for everybody to groom. There's no reason for everybody to be so jealous about it. But yeah, so that's that. That's my rant of like 20 years of dog grooming, where people are just so weird. But also, like, the average dog groomer never graduated high school. I've had some college, so I'm a little more mature. But yeah, 8th grade, you'll be lucky if you find a groomer that's graduated, that's gone to that's past 8th grade. Most of them are groomed by their mother, or trained by their mothers or a family member, which family members in the workplace is so toxic. Like, it can be anyway. But let's see. There's more, I think. Oh yeah, neighbors. Neighbors can be bad too. I just don't do drama. No one deserves to be gossiped about, or just let people be. Let them do their job. Let them be themselves. And if you're at work, work. If you're with friends, then that's the time to socialize. But work is not a time for socialization. But neighbors I have a problem with sometimes too. And I'll go into it thinking that, we're good friends. we can be good friends. I like this person, they like me. It turns out they were just all along talking shit about me behind their back to like form a bond with their significant other, or right, puppy, or something. I don't know. And again, I know it's easy to say that it could be me, but I don't believe it is, because I've objectively looked at these things, and there's one situation where the person was actually befriending me to spy on me for someone else. So I know it's not me. And I'm going to keep saying that. I just fell the other day at work. I had a diabetic emergency. It chipped my tooth. So that's fun. So yeah, neighbors, I don't socialize with neighbors anymore. Fuck them. Watch out, puppy love. If, sorry, hand over the thing. I'm crooked. Ah! Don't do it, girly. You're doing it, girly. Just gonna send you spinning here in a minute. No, rub on me, rub on my hand. Here we go. Yeah. Your ears are good, huh? You can really be hated for any reason. Sometimes it's because you own your own business. Sometimes it's because you don't need 4 incomes just to minorly survive. You know, sometimes it's because you're the breadwinner of the household. A lot of times it comes down to how much money a person makes and how they make it. But you just can't tell people anything. You can't tell people anything personal about yourself. I mean, I've had situations where the people were acting like, "Oh, that's so inspiring. You're such a role model for people." And I'm like, "Well, this is just my life. This is just what happened. You know, I'm not trying to be a role model for anybody. It's just that's what I did. You know, I'm not, and you asked about it, so I'm telling you." But I did have to get to a point with several of these jobs where I just was like, I'm here to groom dogs. If you have something to say about dogs, then we can talk about that. But otherwise, I don't have anything to say about my personal life. I mean, they still needled their way in and tried their best to get to me, and it worked on some level, but if I'm separated from a job because of something like that, then that's fine. That is okay. Puppy love, what are you doing? You're such a good girl, though. She's very vocal, especially at 3 in the morning. So, have some coffee, relax, and don't worry about what people say about you. If you're meant to have the job, then you'll have it. If not, then you'll find another one that's even better. Because that's always happened with me. I've always found a job that was even better than the one before. So don't worry about what other people say about you. That's their problem, not yours. Cheers. Have a great day and be fantastic to everybody you meet.